Scratch is a very powerful tool for creating your own programs and telling the computer really what to do. So for example, I've clicked the Create tab under the home page of Scratch, and I end up here on this creation section of Scratch, where I can make this sprite on the right, which is a cat in this case, basically do whatever I want. So, as an example, one thing we can do is make it move around. So if I wanted to move 10 steps, for example, and I click on this block, it'll move 10 steps. Look at that. It'll move 10 steps in whatever rotation it's in. But wait, it's rotated. I want it to be straight. Well, one thing I can do is turn it. So I'm using these blocks, I'm clicking on these blocks. So I just clicked it twice and it turned, well, 15 degrees each time, so it must have turned 30 degrees total. And if I click it a bunch more times, it'll eventually turn upright. And in other words, I can make this cat move around and do all sorts of stuff just with these blocks. And notice that, what if I chain them together? So this is really what Scratch is about, is chaining together these blocks to create ordered instructions. Now this instruction will move the character 10 steps and then turn it 15 degrees. And when I click on it, that indeed does happen. And it's really quick, so you can't really see. But what if I made it more steps, for example? If I moved 50 steps and then turned 15 degrees, it's just going to move 50 and then it's going to slightly turn at the end. Let's do something a little more complicated. I don't want to have to click blocks every time. So I'm going to use what's called an event block. And I'm going to say that when I click this green flag, I want my entire program to run. I want the cat to move 50 steps and turn 15 degrees. So I can click the green flag and it moves 50 steps and turns 15 degrees. And you can see this even better if I use one of the control blocks down here and I just wait a little bit, like maybe half a second, 0.5 seconds in between these moves. So whenever I click the green button, it's going to move 50 steps and then turn. And as you can see, it moves and then turns. One cool thing we can do is actually not making it move in such an ordered, organized way, but we can use this block called goToRandomPosition. And when we remove all the other blocks, and we put that under the when green flag clicked, and then we click the green flag, the cat will go to a random position on the screen. And what if we want it to turn 15 degrees each time, so the other way? So then it'll go to a random position and turn every single time. When I click go, it'll go to a random position and turn left. And as I keep clicking this green button, it's going to slowly become upright and keep moving to random positions. So overall, you can do pretty much anything with Scratch. And this is just an example, but you can make really complex programs. And that really is the basis of programming. So that's Scratch. Thank you.